as we look at growth in multinationals, how do most multinationals grow? Traditionally, a lot of multinationals have grown through acquisition. Now, what acquisition brings is generally, multiple ways of running things within a country the same way. So, as I take that to a payroll perspective, as I've worked with one client within 100 countries, and within those 100 countries, they had 350 different ways of processing payroll. Now, that can be across multiple entities in one country. So, what that meant for them really is chaos. Is lots of different business processes to be able to get to the same end result, which is paying people. Now, challenge that brings to them is actually use of resource, because in some instances they've got outsourced relationships, some is in-house, they're all different platforms, all different data. Now, how do you pool all of that? How do you make sense of that chaos? So, and it's not wrong, it's just how they've grown as a business. And, a lot of businesses, when they make acquisitions, intend to harmonize all of the systems within that country. But the reality is that doesn't always happen. So, when we think about what does global payroll bring to them, is what we're looking to do as part of our segment is to say, okay, in that specific example, we're going to move you from 350 different processes to one. And, we're going to be able to integrate one time from your global HRIS, rather than you having to send 350 files out every month. You send me one. And that's really the value of business process change. Just working with clients to kind of go, okay, show me how you've got there. What is your, as is today? And how do we streamline that? And when you think about streamlining that, you start to really look at the value of taking change of business process and taking cost out of inefficiencies, because across that, to manage all of that, it takes a huge amount of internal resource, be it from IT, be it from HR, be it from finance, that to support getting the employee paid. And that's really what I think we're about, is to say, how do we help change your business process to make you more efficient and take the chaos out of your existing processes in payroll and harmonize it to just one process. Great example is working with a major global consumer organization, and their growth had been primarily through acquisition. So as we look at that, in 100 countries, but today have 350 different payroll solutions across those countries, and primarily through acquisition. When they've acquired different companies, what they've not managed to do is to harmonize those different companies all onto one application within that country. They've left them using their legacy systems. So, and as they've continued to do that over the years, when they finally stopped and looked and said, okay, let's understand our payroll landscape internally, at head office, they've actually sat and said, wow, how did we let that happen? Because by not harmonizing the systems as they've acquired, really what they've got is a lot of chaos, within their global payroll solution today.